Welcome to the Smiles Are Wild channel, brought to you by Pediatric Dental Associates and Orthodontics. My name is Amy Morgan. We will be bringing you fun and educational videos weekly to help you take better care of your child's oral health care needs at home and on the go. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see all of our new videos. And remember, it doesn't really matter how you take care of your teeth as long as you take care of them from the beginning. So for today, we are going to be discussing everyone's probably most favorite topic of flossing. So National Flossing Day is actually coming up, and historically, apparently, it comes the day after Thanksgiving, and it is a day that was developed by the American Dental Association to just remind people to floss specifically after you've had a large meal. So you got to pick all the turkey out, I guess. One of the things that we constantly get asked is, when should my child start flossing? What kind of floss should they use? Are the picks okay? What about a water pick? So we're going to go over some of that. And then I'm actually in our education room in our Bentonville location. And so in a little bit, I'm going to actually position the camera so I can actually show you the proper way to floss on a larger model that's easier to see, so that you can kind of see how it's done on a bigger frame versus what you'll be doing for yourself or your child. So number one, we just want to make sure that you're at least flossing once a day. And typically this is done at night because you want to get all the food out you've consumed for the day. You can do it in the morning, but we also recommend, if you are doing it in the morning, to do it at night as well, because you don't want all those sugars and starches and any kind of sticky stuff you've eaten throughout the day to just sit on your teeth while you're sleeping and just continue to break down the enamel on your teeth and cause cavities. So you want to make sure that after you're brushing at night that you are also flossing. Again, one time a day is what is recommended by the American Dental Association. However, if you want to floss more than once a day, we're not going to get mad at you, okay? Then we want to make sure that they are using the proper equipment. So you can use floss string, or you can use floss picks, whichever one is easier. A lot of times when you're teaching your children how to floss, sometimes the picks are easier for them to get acclimated to how they're supposed to position the floss on the tooth. And then some people just prefer the string wrapped around their fingers. I'll talk about that in a minute. That's actually how I'm going to show you how you're supposed to floss. But it really doesn't matter what kind of floss you're using. If you're using a pick, if you're using string, whatever, just as long as you're flossing, you're still doing very well to be taking care of your oral health. So we just highly recommend you just start flossing. We don't care what specific brand you use or anything like that, just floss. And then we also have something that I commonly knew from my grandmother, known as a water pick. And that is actually a flossing tool that just uses water to flush out some of the food and stuff that's in between your teeth. I did talk to our hygienist, Jennifer, today, and she said that regular flossing with actual floss is absolutely superior to using a water flosser, but you can always add on top of that with the water pick. Specifically kids that have braces, water picks are really good to get things out from in between their brackets and in between the wires and everything. And so if you're interested in more information on purchasing a water pick or what kind you should get, again, not really sure if the brand really matters, but you just want to make sure that you are using it, okay? So we also sell them in the practice. So if you're interested in that, you can always contact our office by calling us or emailing me. Let's see, what else? Let's make sure we don't have any questions for now. Yes, Ashley. Hi. Yes, we do need a room like this in Fayetteville. Don't worry. I am constantly working on getting that, or at least something mobile. So, again, National Flossing Day is coming up. We're hoping that this will serve as a really good reminder to start flossing. You can start today. You don't have to wait till National Flossing Day next week. But we wanted to kind of get this information out there. We know that parents always have a lot of questions. So in terms of what the parents are asking is, when should my child start flossing? And the answer to that is when their teeth start touching. So usually as kids start getting their teeth in, they're going to come in, one here, one here. They're going to be all over the place. They're going to look very snaggletooth. Generally what happens is once their molars start coming in and everything starts coming together and starts touching, that is when you're going to start flossing. So as soon as any of their teeth are touching each other, you need to be flossing. And that will depend on age and the eruption time of each individual child. But typically by age, I would say 4 or 5, things like that, you should be flossing every day. Again, that's where the picks will come in handy. So now we're going to have this small moment of awkwardness where I'm going to change the camera angle over to show you exactly how you should be flossing. Now, again, these are just recommendations that we do within our practice. Your dentist may have told you something else. And again, we just want to reiterate that you can't really floss incorrectly. As long as you're getting some string in between your teeth and doing something to get the food, sugar, starches, all of that out of your teeth, then you're doing very well. So I'm going to point the camera down towards our model here. Just give me one moment, make sure I've got it lined up correctly. Okay, so you should be able to see our model here. It may be backwards from what I'm actually doing, but we have this model available in our Bentonville location, and this is what we use to show kids how they should be brushing. So we have large toothbrushes, and then we also actually use a shoestring for floss, but this is just for a perspective, just to kind of help them understand what they're supposed to be doing. So in general, when you have string here, you're going to wrap it around your middle fingers. And the reason you do your middle fingers is so you have more flexibility with being able to push the floss down in between tight contacts, okay? So you just want to make sure you're leaving enough room so that you can go all the way down your floss. So you want to start on the short end, start with your middle fingers and then start flossing. And then once you've done that a couple of times between teeth, you want to move it and then do it again and keep going, okay? So hopefully everybody can see that. Let's see. So I have it wrapped around my middle fingers, and this is a hard technique to teach kids, which is one of the reasons why we recommend the floss picks. But if you are doing this, you should be able to do this on your kids' teeth with the actual string. So once you have it between your middle fingers, you're going to pull tight. Again, your pointer fingers are there to help you push it. You're going to go in between the teeth. Let me get to a closer tooth here. Maybe this one's easiest to see. And what you want to do is you want to go between the teeth. But the biggest thing is not to just go between the teeth, okay? A lot of people just floss straight up and down. They might touch a tooth or two. But the key is to actually make it hug the tooth. So we're going to do this tooth on my left, and we're going to make it hug against the tooth, which you can kind of see in the picture here, down here. I made it a C shape, and I'm making it hug this tooth, okay? So you're going to floss like that. Then you're going to go to the other tooth, which may not be as easy to see because of my camera angle, and you're going to floss on that tooth. So again, you want to make sure that you're touching the side of each individual tooth. So it's not just about getting between the teeth. It's about curving that C shape, hugging the tooth, and going against each individual tooth. This is the proper way to floss. I do know you want to go a little bit deep under the gums, just a tiny bit, and then come back up. You want to make sure that you're using that C shape. Again, as long as you're flossing, you're doing a good job. However, if you can curve this C and really get up against each individual tooth, that will be a much better job of flossing. So again, as you are doing this for your children, you just want to make sure that you have these fingers to guide you to push it past really tight contacts. And I'll go over in just a minute. If you do have tight contacts, there is one brand of floss that we're going to recommend for those of you that have tight contacts, and I'll describe that here in a minute. Okay, so then you want to make sure you're brushing between each tooth. It's not just your back molars. It's not just you get back here. It's between every single tooth, okay? And then what I like to do is specifically with my flossers, for sure, the floss picks, is I like to go actually behind my very back tooth as much as I can and try to get keep food trapped from behind there as well. So you just want to make sure you're flossing, you're touching every tooth between each tooth. And again, you'll start this with your children as soon as their teeth start touching, okay? So I hope this was helpful to kind of give you a guide of how that should be going when you're trying to floss your own teeth or your children's teeth. And then we're going to get this awkward camera angle again. All right, so the other thing that I just talked about is that a lot of people have what we call tight contacts. And what that means is that their teeth are really, really close together. And so sometimes it's really hard to floss. I also have this problem, and I tend to push the floss really hard into the area, and then I end up damaging my gums, and it hurts. So what you want to use is something called Glide, which according to Jennifer, our hygienist, it is actually a more flat and thick floss. So it can actually turn and be more of a thin piece that is easier to get down through your tight contact. So again, that is Glide floss. And I will try to get a picture of that, of what that packaging looks like. So if you're going to go to your local pharmacy, Walmart, Target, or anything today to pick up some floss for your kids, then you will know which one that is. Again, we just want to reiterate that as long as you are practicing flossing every day, once a day, then you are doing good. There are some specific ways that you can start to do better and start to improve your oral health care by doing the proper flossing techniques. But again, we just want to make sure that you're starting to introduce this habit to your children at a young age so that it just becomes a normal routine for them. This is one of the best things that you can do at home to take care of their oral health care. We do know that sometimes even just getting them to brush is really hard, and we understand that. A lot of us here at the office are parents. We have the same issues with our children that you do, but we do know the importance of brushing and flossing and how that can carry on with a really good oral health care routine throughout their lifetime. So we want you to teach them now so that when they're out of the house, that they're still taking care of their teeth, okay? Again, I'm always here to answer questions, so you can always call me directly at our office. Our office number is 479-582-0600. You can also email me directly at amy@smilesarwild.com. And we want to thank you all for watching today, and we'll see you all again soon.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and go visit us on smilesarwild.com.